I can hear you well. Marianne will be here in just a second.
Okay, there was a voice came on saying we just started recording, and it made me unable to hear you. What were you saying about Marianne?
Oh, I was just saying that she's going to be right here, and here she is.
Okay. Okay. So for those who are watching this later, this is Pastor Doug Joseph, founder of the lifevote.net platform, which is also available on ivotelife.com. And we're on a live chat with the West Virginians for Life state office. And we have on the left side of the screen, Alicia, and on the right side of the screen, Marianne. And we're going to go over some cool stuff today. And I've tried my best to kind of prep this so that I have what I need right there at my fingertips. So first thing, let me just toggle over to a different browser, and I'll mention a couple of things. One is this is the live actual West Virginians for Life account on lifevote.net, but there is also a development version. And any state affiliate that wants to have their own sandbox to play around in, just let me know and I'll create one for you. And all you have to do to get to the sandbox is type DEV period, short for development, dev.lifevote.net or dev.ivotelife, and you can get into the development version. You'll notice that when you're in the live version, you have the actual logo. When you're in the development version, it's a different logo. The coloring scheme is different between dev and live. And one thing to remember is that just as in live, where you can go to manage users and invite other people to in your team to have access to your platform, the same thing has to be done in dev if you want them to be able to have access to the development version. And you can see here we've mirrored Alicia in on the development version, but not Marianne. But we could fix that. You would just put in Marianne's email address and assign her a category, and then hit send invitation, and it will say invitation sent. And so all she has to do is click a link, and then she will appear in the list just like this one does. Okay, so going back to the main dashboard, we can see that this is a champion tier client, which means they can have a remote install so that the voter guide gets served on their own website. And for West Virginians for Life, it's on our PAC website in a subfolder called Vote. And for the development copy, we have it as voter instead of vote. So for example, right now, if you go to our website and the vote subfolder, that remote install serves up the post-election content. And on the development side, voter, it's the same thing. And there is a wvfl.lifevote.net subdomain powering this one. And similarly, there's a wvfl-dev.lifevote.net subdomain powering this one. And so we'll be checking one or the other of these as we move forward. And I'm guessing we're going to play around in Sandbox today in the development copy. We'll notice that under elections, both of them have an inactive general election. For some reason, I had both of them set to November 10, but based on the spreadsheet Alicia sent me, that should have said November 3. So I've edited it to change the date, and they are currently not active. So I'm going to go to the development side, click on voter guides, then elections, and I'm going to activate the election. And it changes from your election is not active to no races are uploaded yet. And so I'm going to go add a voter guide. We're going to click C4, and that adds the voter guide. A little pop-up tells me that, reminds me that I can do no endorsement placeholders for any races that don't have an endorsed candidate. We're aware of that. We're going to do, instead of manual entry, we're going to do upload a spreadsheet. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to click here. And I've already put the spreadsheet into a test data folder, even though this is actual real data. And I have two different versions of it. I have our actual endorsements with the do not vote for blurbs in the race note on each one. I have another copy that has those race notes removed, those do not vote blurbs removed. And I'll talk about why in a moment. For right now, we're going to do this one. So I'm going to import that, upload and preview. Row 5, candidate cannot be empty. Let's look at row 5. Row 24, candidate cannot be empty. Use no endorsement. So let me look at those two rows, row 5 and row 24. And sure enough, we have State Senate 1 empty. Do you want me to put no endorsement in that, or what do you think, Alicia?
Actually, I think that was a mistake. I think I should have deleted that row altogether because we only have it's a
Gotcha.
non-existent line that accidentally made it into the Excel spreadsheet.
Okay, gotcha. And then row 24
is probably the same.
Same. Okay,
Yeah,
give me
because I would that yeah, it's at the head of each section, and I was using I was yeah I was creating
Gotcha.
sections and forgot to delete the master line.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I've now got that fixed in the one that is has the do not vote for blurbs removed. I'll still have to fix it in the other one. But while I'm here, let me mention when you first sent it over, the two instances of unexpired, you had inadvertently put unexpired into the district name instead of the office. And so I've corrected that by moving unexpired term over into the office. This is not the name of the district. This is the name of the district. And so the district matching might fail. My code might be smart enough to get past it, but it might not. But what we want to actually do is put unexpired term into the office name rather than in the district name. So that correction was made, but I need to delete those two empty rows that we just discovered. I'll save this as I'll just save it in. I won't worry about saving them right now. Okay. There's the back. There's the backs of our lit drop pieces that we're going to be working for, and this is from a previous election. There's the fronts of the lit drops that we're going to be looking for. Okay, so I need to take this one and I need to delete this row and this row. Okay, now at the risk of sounding self-serving, I just want to brag on my code here. My code was smart enough to catch the fact that there were a couple of rows that looked sketchy, and it flagged that for us. So what I'm going to do is hit back. I'm going to browse, and I'm going to get that file again.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad I made the mistake.
You can learn from it.
And I may need to walk back out of it and go, oh, I know what the problem is. I just edited the versions that were in this folder. But I did not edit the versions in this folder. Okay, give me just a second to do a paste because I put them over there so they'd be easy to get to. Okay, and now let's try again. So we're back to elections. We have a C4 guide that's been added, but it needs candidates added. So we're going to go to upload spreadsheet. We're going to browse down here and we're going to get the, oh goodness, why is it showing them as not available? Okay, try again. Now it's got them. Okay, upload and preview, and now we see no scary warnings. And we're going to confirm and import. and we've successfully imported 121 candidates and 121 races. Great job. Your election is ready. I'll do complete the setup. And apparently somehow earlier in my testing, I did one voter lookup on this temporary general election. And so it's telling me, hey, one lookup was done. Do you need to let a voter know that your voter guide changed? And I'm going to say, no, this is not significant. I don't need to inform anybody of anything. So here are our actual endorsed candidates for the upcoming general election. And now we want to get to the really, really cool part. Well, before we do that, let me show you that in the development view, if I refresh this, it will now change from a thanks for voting. It should change. Let's see. Oh, okay. Your voter guide is not yet published now.
Can I
Remember,
ask a
we're in
question, Pastor Doug?
Sure.
So with the sandbox, since the public can't see that at all, that's the perfect place for us to be able to see how it will look to the public without risking the public seeing it, right?
Yes, exactly. Now, let me show you, there is another way to do that. Let me go back to elections. I'm still in the sandbox, but I'm going to go back into this guide. I'm going to edit this guide and I'm going to unpublish it. Okay, so our guide is not published. And if I go over here and refresh, it's still going to say, thanks for voting. But if I come back over here and I go to voter guides, I can do something called test before going live. And I can say, I want to preview this guide. And we'll say, what address do you want to preview? I can add a new address, or I can use the default, which is the state office address. So I'm going to click on the state office address. It's going to say your draft guide is going to open as a voter guide at your organization address. I click open preview and it tells me that I'm in preview mode, but it's showing me what the voter guide will look like to the public
Okay. Pastor Doug,
for the office address.
could you
Yes.
that was beautiful, but I wasn't taking notes fast enough. Could you show me how you got to that little preview thing, please?
Yes. Okay, so here we are again.
Okay, so it's voter guide.
Sorry. We were looking at the election and then we were looking at the voter guide, but under the voter guides menu at the top, the menu is test before going live.
Okay. Because that's obviously something I'm going to want to do in the real thing if I'm not in the sandbox.
Yes.
Yeah,
so that leads
we don't want to go live with this until closer to early voting.
Yes. So that leads to this page. I'm going to hit this button, preview before going live. And this time I'm going to take the other path. Instead of choosing the district office address, I'm going to click add a different address. And I'm just going to 2349 Summer Lane in zip code 26301. And that's a fake address. And I'm hoping that it's going to geocode. All right, the fact that it says green ready to preview means that it did geocode. So if it open preview, that's my own zip code, but I didn't put my own address in on this live, this being recorded chat. But you can see that that address actually geocoded, which means the geocoding platform took its best guess at where that fake address is. For all I know, there is an actual house at that address. But anyway, it showed us a voter guide for that address. So that would have been Congressional District 2, State Senate District 2, House of Delegates District 74. It's in Marion County, Magisterial District, West Augusta, Unified School District, Marion County School District. Geocoding is an amazing thing. So the preview, the test before going live gives you a chance to preview without having to have a development sandbox. You can preview it right in your live, your actual platform before you actually publish your voter guide. So I'm going to go back to elections and it says your voter guide is not visible to the public because we unpublished it. And I can either edit and then hit publish, or I can use this nag box up here and publish it that way. So now if I come to, let me close the preview and close the preview. There's the live one. Here's the sandbox. This is the This is the subdomain in the sandbox. If I hit refresh, it changes to a lookup form. If I go to the remote install, the self-hosted white label install on our own website, and I hit refresh, it changes to a lookup form. So again, this is direct platform lookup on our subdomain. This is the remote hosted one on our white label self-hosted lookup. So let me, well, we already looked at a preview, so there's no need for me to do a lookup. But let me just show you this. Um, the the magic of what we're about to do is under voter guides and printable guides and lit drop helps. Now we have two things that we want to accomplish. One is that we're hoping to accomplish um, what used to take gobs of hours trying to figure out which candidates go on each county-based voter guide. This is the front of a 3-up lit drop or literature drop voter guide. These get printed black and white on paper, and then they get shipped out to the county chapters, thick stacks of them shipped out to the county chapters. And the county chapters for many years, for decades, have worked hard every election cycle going to churches on Sundays when the cars are on the parking lot, and they go onto the parking lot, put these on the car, either in a crack on the door or against the lip of the window or under the windshield wiper. And just a reminder for any state affiliates that haven't done this yet, do not ask the pastor for permission. Uh, for one, he might say no, and for another, he's putting himself in trouble with the whole uh, nonprofits aren't supposed to be a political thing if he tells you yes. So this is one of those things where it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Just go on there, put them on there, and then it helps get the word out. So we call this lit drop. We did this for years before we had this new digital online platform, and we still do both. We're still doing an all of the above approach. The back of the lit drop piece has some information on it, and the front tells what county it is, who the candidates are, has the do not vote for blurbs, and the paid for by. So this used to take a long time, and then we built this new feature into the platform. So it's under voter guides, and it is printable guides, lit drop helps. And so the first thing you do is pick which election you're using. We're using the new general election that we just activated. Then you can choose which counties you want to target, or if you want to target something else, you can choose something else. Now, I mentioned that we're trying to get this lit drop piece done. There's another thing that we're also trying to get done, and that is these PAC postcards. So let me pull up the front. This is the front of the postcard. And again, this part is not what's hard to design or what takes forever to design. The part that actually has the senatorial endorsements and the do not vote fors, this part is what took forever. So what's really powerful about the new platform is how much time it saves you on culling what doesn't need to be on there out. So for example, to create the lit drop pieces, we would leave this on county, but to create those PAC postcards, we would change it to state senate. So for now, I'm going to leave it on county. And the steps are: first, you choose election, then two, you target your districts. And I'll choose county and hit set the target districts. Takes it a moment. And by the way, what I'm showing you now is, as it shows here, this is a champion tier feature. And I wish I could give everything away for free, but there's so much unbelievable work that goes into this. And I'm asking if folks can help me by being on either pro tier or champion tier. There's different features on each. So we're going to choose letter 8.5 by 11, landscape, 3 columns, 3 guides per sheet. I'm going to change it to color, and you can control the outside margins, the text size, the padding. There's a 2 column. We're going to look at that when we go to do that PAC postcard. We're going to have the trim marks between the guides, and we're going to do the header as stacked and centered. That's the logo and the name. We're going to choose the logo width at 70%. We're going to save all of our settings. And now we're going to render a sample. It's going to pop open a new browser tab and it's going to show us a sample. And that is for Barber County. So then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say generate all of those lit drop pieces. And the beautiful thing is it not only renders them as PDFs that are printable, but it also renders a Word document file that you can go in and change the styling, add some content, take some content away. Okay, 4 out of 55 guides had to have their text printed smaller in order to fit. And Kanawha County had the smallest text, which we'll look at it in a minute. And then I'm going to go download the zip of the PDF and the Word per target. And I'm going to go save as, and we'll put that into, we're going to put that into general and lit drop and hit save. And so I'm going to walk back up over here into lit drop, and we're going to see that I got this zip file. So I hit this zip file, and then there they are. So let's take a look at a couple of them. Let's look at the PDF for Fayette County. There's the PDF for Fayette County. And obviously, if you want, like I said, if you want to change the styling or change the content in some way, that's totally doable. And there's several things that you can do on that. I'll talk about that more in a minute. And let's look at the Word doc. We are trying to look at the Word doc. Why is the Word doc not showing up? Okay. I'm on a Mac and that's a Windows application. Why is it not opening? Try this again. All right, the ability of my Mac to communicate with the Word side is stalling on me. So I'm going to browse.
Well, the sample I would have sent you was in PDF. If that matters.
Yeah, we're not looking at the sample. We're looking at what just got produced. Let's see. That was under pro-life and West Virginia and endorsed candidates and 2026 and general and lit drop and into the folder. And we were trying to look at Fayette County, Braxton. There's Fayette County. Word cannot start the converter. WordPerfect 5. Why does it think it needs a converter? Okay, I don't understand any of what just happened, but I'll work on that. But anyway, you can see here it has opened up a Word document that the PDF was based on. So you can literally click in here and do any kind of fix that you wanted to do. So what it just did, whether or not it got the styling right is not the key point here. The key point is that it put what needed to be on Barber County, and it put on Grant County what needed to be on Grant County. And let's go to Kanawha County, and it rendered the notes. Okay, so remember me saying that I had a version that doesn't have the notes in it. So this is a key thing. Why did Kanawha County get shrunk down so much? It got shrunk down so much because it had notes crammed into it. So this leads us to why I created that other option. So let's walk back through. I'm going to go back to elections. I'm going to go back to, this time I'm going to click replace candidates. Say okay to that. We're going to clear all, I'm sorry.
Pastor Jack, I'm sorry. I was trying to follow, but I missed what you did just now. Could you just do the same thing a little tiny bit slower, please?
Sure. Okay. So we went to the voter guide menu.
Uh-huh.
We went to elections.
Yeah.
And then in the C4 guide, there's a replace candidates button.
Okay, and what did we do? What's different than what we did the last time?
Last time we did add candidates.
Ah, okay, because we had to bring the spreadsheet in.
Yes. So,
Oh, okay. So, okay, I think I see where you're going. You're going to use replace because you just want the version without the blurbs?
that's exactly right. That's exactly
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So I'm going to wipe out the one we just loaded.
Now,
I'm
just
going to use clear.
a weird question. What
Okay.
would happen if you did add candidates again?
That's a good question, and I'll show you.
Okay.
I'm going to go elections. I'm going to go add candidates. And without clearing the data, I'm going to go add. I'm going to go spreadsheet. I'm going to click, and I'm going to go this one, the one that we did before. And I'm going to hit open, preview, and it's going to say, these are all duplicates. Every one
Ah,
of these are duplicates. They would all be skipped. Okay. Let me go back to elections, go back to add candidates, say, okay, I'm not going to clear data. I'm going to hit add races. I'm going to go to spreadsheet. This time I'm going to choose the one that does not have the notes, does not have the do not vote for blurbs. And I'm going to hit upload and preview. And it's going to tell me that even though these don't have the notes, the candidates already exist. So every one of them would be skipped.
I see. Okay.
So I'm going to hit cancel. And this button is a convenience. You can notice I can hit add candidates, and then I can clear all the data right then. I don't have to click on that replace candidates. That's there almost more to educate the state affiliate that the replace candidate feature exists. So I'm going to clear all the data. All the races are going to be cleared out. And now everything's been cleared. You can see that it's all been cleared. There's now not a single race or candidate. I'm going to go upload spreadsheet. This time I'm going to choose the one that has the do not vote for blurbs removed, and upload and preview. Everything looks clean. Confirm and import. Complete setup. We don't need to inform anybody about a change in what they saw in their voter guide that got looked up. And then we can go back to printable guides, lit drop helps. And we're on the general election. We're going to select all those counties. And this time, because things look a little small, I'm going to increase the font size and increase the padding.
I mean, I'm confused. You don't want to decrease the padding? I thought the padding was the amount of the margin.
The padding is the amount of space between the lines.
Oh,
It's the space it's the space between the cell wall and the content inside the cell.
Oh, I see. So if you're making the text bigger, you have to make the padding bigger. Otherwise, the text overlaps itself, so to speak.
Yeah, well, you don't really have to, but we had a lot of wasted room on all those, so I'm trying to fluff them out, make them look bigger, make them look nicer. We'll see how they look.
Okay.
So I'm going to click Save All the Settings. You know what? Let's make the logo a little bit bigger. I'm going to save all the settings, and I'm going to render a sample. You see, this is with bigger font and more padding. I'm going to take the padding up. I've got the text size on max. I'm going to take the padding on max, save all the settings, and then generate.
I'm just going to speak into the empty space. It would be silly and embarrassing for me to cry on this recorded video, but it would be easy for me to cry when I think about what you just accomplished and how long it used to take us.
Yes. And the knowledge, a state affiliate that has not done lit drops maybe doesn't comprehend
Yeah.
how long it takes the office staff
Yeah.
to manually figure out which endorsed candidates of every type
Yeah.
go onto
Right.
that guide.
And then entering them. I mean,
Yes.
I made a spreadsheet at least so that I can make the spreadsheet figure it out. But you still have to design each one by itself. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, so I'm calling this one no blurbs. And we come back and we've got a zip. Double click to open it. And now we've got a no blurbs folder. So let's look at what we've got. Folks, look at that. That is a lit drop piece for Barber County.
It's
Uh,
beautiful.
here's a lit.
But we would want the blurbs on there
We would want the blurbs.
for
So
lit drop pieces.
yes. So let's talk about that. So first, let me go back to where I have the blurbs. Okay. So here are the blurbs, right? I copied these before this video call. I copied these from the spreadsheet. I pasted them, even though you had already sent them as a Word doc. I wasn't sure that was the latest, so I manually copied them from the latest spreadsheet, and I'm going to copy that content. Okay, now I'm going to do a neat trick, and this is a really good thing why we're on this call. There's a feature inside any election, and it is called a ballot measure. And a ballot measure is normally used for a ballot measure, but it can be used for anything that you want to put either above or below all of your candidates, or above and below, and it defaults to both.
Mm.
And so this is a fake. This is a fake Amendment 1. Amendment 1 was real, but it wasn't on this election. I put it onto this fake election for demo purposes only. But we've got a general election and it has no ballot measures. I'm going to add a ballot measure, and I'm not going to put an image, and I'm going to call it please do not vote for.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the title of it. Please do not vote for. And then I'm going to paste. I'm going to copy and paste. Copy and paste. And I'm going to say display this only at the bottom of my C4 guide. And pay no attention to it should not be showing a ballot. It should not be showing an image because I didn't upload one. There may be a bug in my code. If there is, I'll fix that. And I'm going to save that measure. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to voter guides, printable lit drops. I'm going to lock in all the counties. And I'm going to take the text size back down to 110 and the padding back down to 125. And I'm going to take this back down to 70%. I'm going to save all the settings and I'm going to render a sample. And the do not vote for is huge here. And so we may look for ways to streamline what information we're showing.
Well,
But
that's all of them though. For each
exactly,
county, it's only going to need
yeah,
two or three of them.
you've just found the kicker. So so I'm thinking that maybe what that would happen is we would go one by one through the Word doc on each of these, and on any of them, like let me go down to, was it Harrison? It was Kanawha County, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if I go if I go over to Kanawha County, and I'm not sure why opening it, these open flawlessly on hundreds and hundreds of test routes. I don't know why it's having problems opening it today. Something may have been done in my code work that caused a regression. But I'm going to open this with the Word app.
Pastor Doug, the
Yes.
other thing that's jumping out at me, and Mary Ann might want to jump in here because I only half know what I'm talking about. If we use the generator without the blurbs to essentially do the front of a lit drop piece, then we would still have to manually choose which blurbs go with each county, but we could just put that on the back. And it might make printing and copying them a lot simpler.
Yes. So here's what I was going to suggest on that. I'm going to go into the one that has the blurbs. Okay. And I'm going to get I'm going to get the Kanawha County one just as an example of what we're doing. And I don't know why it's saying that Word cannot start a WordPerfect 5.x converter or a WordPerfect 6 converter. I don't need it to start a converter. I just need it to open the file. But my point is, this one has the do not vote fors. They're just in the wrong place. So if I grab them from here and cut, and then go down here and paste, then it's already done the work of getting me the right notes.
Yep.
I just have to move them.
Right, and as soon as you move them to the bottom, it uses the whole width, and it doesn't use up that huge column space on the right.
Yep, so so that's a hack workaround, but that's an easy, fast workaround compared to the normal amount of work.
Really.
And once one of them is done, you can highlight it and then copy it and then highlight the second column and paste over it, highlight the third column and paste over it, and then save.
What we've been doing,
And let me show you one more little thing, and that is up here. There's a choice to do color or black and white. I want to show you what black and white looks like. So let me save the settings and render. That's not the best example. Let me go back to get the version that doesn't have the blurbs. So I'm going to replace, clear all the data. Got it. Come over here, get the one that has the blurbs removed. And refresh. That didn't help because it already built them. Okay, lit drop helps. And lock that in. And let's go back up to a nice big font size, nice padding size. Take this back up to about 85. Save. And then let's render a test. It's still got the blurbs in. Why does it still have? Oh, it's not because they're in the blurbs. It's because they're in the ballot measure.
Let
me remove the ballot measure. Okay. And now let me
actually refresh. This is good. Let's learn how to remove a ballot measure.
Yes. Okay. So this is what black and white looks like compared to color. It puts a black on the office, a black background on the office with reverse knockout white text on the office.
Now, Pastor Doug, I'm thinking something well, okay, I'm trying to choose my words. The way the black and white is set up with all that black ink, that's not going to, usually we copy these on the Rico, and that's not going to work on the Rico because it can't handle big blobs of black.
Okay.
So we're probably going to have to do but you know what, we could take the color version and print it as grayscale.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
that would solve that. Okay.
Sure, absolutely. Now, let let's go back around for one more pass for the concept of trying to get at what would go on those PAC cards. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me close these previews,
Yeah, in grayscale that would work.
and let me close these previews and go back to the lit drop pieces. We're going to go back to color because if you print the color in black and white, it's going to come through as grayscales. It's probably going to work pretty good for you.
Yeah.
Now, let's let me go back to, let me save the changes. I want to go back to get the one that has the blurbs. Okay, so I'm going to replace, I'm going to clear all data. Am I on the one that has the blurbs? Too late. I've got to do it anyway now. I can't remember if I already had the blurbs or not, but I do now. Okay, and upload and confirm and complete. All right, I'm back to the one that has the race notes contain the do not vote for blurbs. Because of the trick we were going to do a minute ago, the trick we talked about a minute ago of going into the Word doc and highlighting the race note and moving it down.
Yep.
That same trick can work for the cards.
Got it.
So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go back to the printable guides, but I'm going to change the guides to I'm going to change the guides to 2 per sheet, and I'm going to change from landscape to portrait, and I'm going to go give me a 2-column guide. Let
Oops.
me walk through those.
And it can't be
Go
county.
ahead.
It has to be
Has
Senate
to be
district.
Senate district.
It has to be
And-
state Senate district.
Yep.
Should
So
we
let me
give
walk.
you the dimensions of the cards?
That can be fixed later in the Microsoft Word document.
Okay.
Or we
Okay.
just pick the dimensions of the cards.
So
Well, they were that way for a certain reason. I can't remember.
yes.
But
Okay. So imagine a 8.5 by 11 sheet. And by the way, there's a custom size, and that's what we're ultimately going to aim for. When these cards get printed, they are printed one up, are they? Are they printed like 4 to a thing or 2 to a thing or 1?
We've actually never printed them before. That's the thing.
yeah, we actually send
Okay.
these to a printer, and Cheryl would know that.
Okay. So let me use my years of design work experience to I have many years of design and printing experience, and I just need to go in and look at these PAC postcard PDFs that you sent and see what I can find out. Let's look at the back, and I'm looking for show rulers. What I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the free version. I'm not even in a free version of Reader. I'm in Mac Preview. Okay. All right. So I'm guessing this thing is about I'm guessing this thing is about 4 by 8. Does that sound right?
No, it's six something by.
It's bigger than a 2-up. And
Okay.
Bigger than a 2.
Is it 6 inches tall by 9 inches wide, or are you saying it's 6 inches wide?
I'm trying to find something.
Marianne is
Okay.
trying to find one. I think it was probably designed with the idea of
It was like 6
when it went into people's mailboxes, it stuck out. It was something that wasn't easily.
So I'm gonna call it 5 by 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, here's one.
Oh, and Marianne just
Okay.
found one.
Okay.
Well, we will. I've got a ruler, and we're going to measure it.
Yeah, these things are huge.
Yeah. Okay. So it is 6 inches tall and 11 inches wide.
All right. I'm going to go to a custom size, and I'm going to say that it is 11 by 6, but I'm going to say that it's portrait. And I'm going to change I need the number of guides to go to 1, and it doesn't let me do a 1. All right, hang on. Let me call it. You said it's 6 by 11.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go 6 by 22, and I'm going to change it to portrait, and that's going to give me 2. But I'm making a mental note. I need to make an option that lets the guides per sheet go as low as 1. So right now we're doing 2 up on a 6 by 22 just to see what it looks like. But I'm going to make it where we can put 11 inches here and change this to landscape and give me 1 guide only. All right, so I'm going to lock in State Senate. We did custom size. We've done double. No, the 11 needs to stay the same. This is what needs to go to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because
Yeah,
you
that
said
makes
portrait.
sense.
Because you
Yeah.
said portrait. Got it. Yep.
2 per guide. And I'm going to save the settings. And I've never done this before, folks. I have no idea what this is going to look like. But let's try to render this.
It looks like it's going to be tipped weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to change it from portrait to landscape.
Landscape. 6. Well, that'd be 6 by 22, wouldn't it?
Let's see what this gets.
Oh,
yes.
I see. Actually, because it's using. I see it's using the format from Lifeboat, which is always up and down.
Yes.
Which isn't going to be a big deal. I mean, people can learn to turn it sideways.
Okay. I will fix this. This is a new thing that we have never done before. And let me try portrait. I really need to be able to choose 1, but
I think this
okay.
it keeps wanting to do this.
Well, in portrait, wouldn't it be
Well, the thing is,
12,
it's
12
always
by 11?
the program is always going to be going like this. It's never going to be going like that.
Right.
So
I can make it.
Yeah.
I can make it do that. Okay. So here's what I want to do now. Okay. I want to take this down. And I'm going to render. I'm going to render them, and then I'm going to do some tweaking in Word, and we'll see what we get in Word. Okay, and I'm going to click Save, and this time I'm going to save it into not the lit drop, but the PAC postcards. And there's fewer of them because these were done on state senate instead of county. And again, for any state affiliate that has never done either of these, you have no idea how many hours of work were just saved. And the hard part is not getting the design aspect ratio correct. The hard part is figuring out which House endorsed candidates go with which state senate and all the other races that and you can't even imagine the amount of work that went into building what you just saw.
Yeah.
So we can see here it's not yet what we want, but it's got the information that we need, and that's the crucial thing. So I'm going to open this with Word, and this has worked for hundreds and hundreds of tests. I don't understand why it's having problems now. Let's see. Let's change this to the PAC postcards. Go in here. Go in here. Okay. Now, what I want to do is show you that you can insert a break. There's a page break, there's a section break, and there's a column break. And what we have in here now is a column break.
Understood.
And what I want to do is, you said that thing was 6 by 11.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. So that means I need this thing to be 11 inches wide and 12 inches tall. Or I can just delete one of them and go down to the size I needed, right?
Yep, that works too.
So all right. So here's what we want to do. I want to leave my column break in there. Okay. And I'll show you why. So what I want to do is I want to delete this content. But if I show this, you'll see there's a column break. See that little dotted line? That dotted line is a
Yes.
column break.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what I want to do is I want to take the do not vote for, cut it from here, and paste it over here. Hang on. Let me get at least one of them pasted in before I delete the other content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I can grab this one, cut it, come over here, paste it. We can make those left aligned, and we can let and we can put the name on a line by itself, which believe it or not, that's harder to automate than you would think, because I was trying to make it as flexible as possible on what it showed on the size. So let me look again at the concept. Now, here's what I'm thinking. This thing here is the header. Okay. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to double click in the, let me format header, edit the header, and I'm going to paste that. Before I paste it, I want to put text box, insert. Do you see text block?
Yep.
Text
Yep.
box.
We got it.
Okay, I'm going to insert a text box. Why is it so hard?
Do you need to draw a text box? I don't know.
Yes.
Well,
You have to go down to the bottom of that drop down. You have.
I didn't know that Word would let you put a
There
text
you
box
go.
in a header.
Okay.
You know now.
Okay.
And I want to make this text box have a red background.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to worry about finding red right now, okay? But somewhere there's red.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to change this text to white, right? I can do that.
Yeah.
Surely I can. Change that to white and make it bigger. Not quite that big.
Yeah. I see where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to get this West Virginians for Life Political Action Committee,
Mm-hmm.
and we can get which district this is from this document. But again, I'm just getting stuff pasted in.
Yeah.
This was State Senate District 1. So West Virginia Senatorial District 1.
Okay.
Yeah. I see where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to edit my headers to make the header taller. And so header, format header, edit header. I don't need to edit the header. I need to edit the format of the page. Margins. No, adjust margins. Okay, custom margins. So the top needs to be something like 1, and I'm going to go 0.5. I'll go 1, 0.5 on the others. And once you figure out what needs to happen on this, um, what just happened? Okay, that's not what I wanted. Margins. Why is it telling me that the margins have to be some ridiculous amount? Um,
Hmm.
okay, so the paper size needs to be 11 wide by, would you say 6?
6
Yeah.
tall. Hmm.
Okay, and um, the logo wasn't even on here. I
Yeah.
do.
No,
You
it's on
did.
the other side.
It's on the other side.
Hmm.
So we can take that
You take it
logo
out.
out, but I still need to edit the margins, and I'm still custom margins. And why are they being so hard-headed with me on custom margins? I'm going to
These
try to,
margins look like a ½ inch.
I'm going to
Well,
do,
he's trying to
oh,
make it space too.
oh, okay. It let me do the 1. Um, it let me make the top a 1, but why was it when I try to make the bottom and the left and the right be half inch? Okay.
Oh, you know what? You might have had your header open before.
Okay. All right. So how close are we? Please vote for the following. We can put that in.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so anyway, you can see where I'm headed with this.
Yep.
I can click, and once we get one of these right, copying and pasting into the others is not hard.
Yep.
But this font can be larger, like 16 or like 18. Okay. And then this block, this where's format? Format the auto shape picture. Go to a dark red. Anyway, you can see that we're getting there, and
Yep.
then
Yeah.
uh, taking those tweaks down across this many pages is going to be much easier and faster than
Hmm.
the
Oh,
old
yeah.
way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So beyond just the final kind of cleanup work on getting this set up, uh, are there any other questions regarding like what to do or how to get at something? And I mean, I can even send you what we just did.
Well, is it too much work to insert a picture? Like if we did that picture of the 11 weeks preborn feet.
So
Um,
the source pics for that, they're already here. Um, is this, which one was it? Let me look. It was this one with
yeah,
the feet.
between the thumb and
Yeah.
yeah.
So if we come over here and paste that in,
Wow. And it's actually been cropped a little. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I see where you're going. It's just it's each senatorial district will fudge it because depending on how much room that right hand column needs for blurbs,
Yeah.
we add pictures, we change picture sizes, we just fill it up.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can send you the zip of what we just did, which you can use to build on. But the key thing is this one has the right names on it.
Exactly.
It has the right offices and the right names on it, and that's huge because that is what is such a headache.
Yeah.
That's what used to be such a
Yeah.
headache before this new tool was built.
Mhm.
So the new tool could definitely be enhanced. It could be improved. I already see some ways that it could be improved, but the key thing is, and I know hopefully, you know, hopefully everybody that would watch this video understands how helpful it is. I had to develop 2 new technologies. One of them that no geocoding company anywhere does. Every geocoding company out there works on one premise. You want us to find a pin, a single point, and tell us what districts that point is in. This cannot work that way. This has to be based on tell me what class of shape, whether it's a state senate shape or a house district shape or a county shape. Tell me a shape and I will tell you which child shapes it has within it or intersects, and
Yep.
which parent shapes it sits within or intersects. That is that's easy geometry. It's just that nobody had done it. I couldn't find anybody that had done it. So I had to write the code to make that happen. And
Thank you,
it's a
thank you, thank you.
huge time saver.
Yeah. Pastor Doug, before
So, yes.
before you navigate away from go back to the page where you were, please. That page I was just seeing.
Okay.
Okay. Could you take your arrow and put it up over voter guide, please?
Yes.
Okay. Up and make okay now. Wait, right there. When we were doing everything, you came down to the helps. Why does it say printable guides at the top?
That is a mistake in my code. Okay, well, wait, this goes to guide builder districts.
Okay, I just want to make sure I clicked on the right thing because I was going to click on the one at the top, and apparently that's not where I go.
Okay. All right. So the answer to that is the one at the top is a help page about the page we were just on. It's a help document.
Oh, okay.
And it's not supposed to be there.
Okay.
And I've clicked that menu 1,000 times and never noticed that I had a menu choice in the wrong place.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
That's a help page, and it's just a glitch in my my registry that puts that help page there. Normally, to get to a help page, you go to Help Center, and then you click on what it is that you're wanting, which in this case would be this one, and it brings you to that page.
Okay. Well, I don't mind it there. Once I know what it is, it makes sense. It's just okay. Now
yes. Yep. That's a help page, and it's not supposed to be in that menu at all.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So, is there anything else that we needed to go over, or are we good on where we are to move forward?
I think this is beautiful. I'm amazed.
Yay!
Round of applause! Round of applause!
Amen.
All right. God bless y'all. I will package up the zip files, a zip file of what we just did, and send it over to you. But we can put those do not vote for blurbs into the actual voter guide. And I think putting them into the notes column of each race is the right place, because then that's going to put the endorsed candidate name really big, and then smaller font under it, it will say, please do not vote for so-and-so. And I think that's a good format for that.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. God bless y'all. Thank you for everything you do.
Well, thank you, Pastor Doug. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, it is.
Okay. All right. We will talk to y'all again soon.
Okay. God bless.
God
Bye.
bless
Okay.
you.
God bless you. Bye.
Wow, that is amazing.
It really is.
Oh. See, my problem is I can't see it very well. I can't see it. Everything is so small. I just want to take my glasses off and get up like this, and I feel stupid doing that.
Yeah.
So if I can see the recorded thing, maybe I can do that.
Yeah.
But man, because he goes fast and goes. Anyway, wow.
That's
Something else, isn't it?
amazing. Absolutely amazing. So.
Oh, okay. Where did you get this? Just out around the table.
Yeah, I got it from up front. So what I'm thinking is, I'll make the postcards, and I'll get them.
Yeah, we might as well leave that one out just as a.
Yeah. I'll get them set, and then
And of course, they'll have to be proved, even though.
Well, they'll have to be proved.
Yeah,
But here's the thing, since, and thankfully, like you said, we've got plenty of time. Because we're going to use, because we've got no, let me back up and say it different way. We're gonna have to let NPB or whoever it is print the addresses on them.
Yeah.
Because we can't, so I think I'm gonna have to talk to somebody at MPB about how to make the time frame perfect, because they're not going to be able to print them and just give them to us to have in our back pocket. We're going to have to set it up so that they print them and mail them.
Yeah,
which means we
they're
can't
gonna
have them.
splash them on.
So we can't have them.
Electronically.
That means we can't have them. We're going to have to figure out exactly when to print them
Mm-hmm.
so that they mail at exactly the right time.
Yeah, and they're gonna
Because we want them in
we
people's.
do want them to be mailed
For
whatever
early
date
voting.
I had said yesterday.
Yeah, it was early voting.
It was the 14th of October, giving them a week to get into people's
Right.
mailboxes.
So
So if it gives them a week to get into the mailboxes, then that's one more week before they.
Right.
No wait, it's about 3 more days before they start early voting.
I think maybe what I'll do is I'll talk to whoever, I think Brad, whoever it is, I'll say Brad. I'll tell Brad, we want these in people's mailbox on this date.
Mm-hmm.
You do your timeline. I want you to promise me that they're in the mailbox on this date. I mean, sure, he has to accept that really stupid, which we have to account for.
I wonder how that's going to work because in the past we've driven them up to Pittsburgh. Do they drive them up to Pittsburgh or?
No,
that's
they'll
not for
just
us to worry about.
no, they'll
I'll just mail them directly.
actually the last in 2024 we had MPB do only we did select Senate districts and they just did everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can't touch them. I mean, we could, but it's a bad idea for us to touch them after they've printed them, because when they print them, they pre-sort them.
Yeah, no, I don't
So,
think we should.
yeah.
No, as long as we know all the information's correct,
Right.
then all they have to do is splash
Right.
on those addresses.
But
And,
yeah, but now the next step that we're going to have to do, I think we're going to need Pastor Doug for this. We've got the magic list of 50,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know how much it's going to cost
Yeah.
to print them and mail them and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, that's talking to NPD and.
Right. Right, because it shouldn't make a difference.
I just wonder if it would be cheaper to go through our guy in North Carolina, although.
Oh, and have them print them
Yeah. Well, print them and mail them.
and mail. Right.
But then
Right.
again, they're mailing them from North Carolina, though, right? So,
Yeah, but it shouldn't make a difference.
okay. Yeah.
No, I
I
actually
just wasn't sure about that,
Yeah.
but
no competition is good. I'll ask,
Yeah.
I'll ask NPB for a quote, and I'll tell them you are not the only person from whom we're getting a quote.
right.
And the other thing is, I should talk to Rex Egan. Rex, Rex is the Life Matters guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he has his hands in stuff like this too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the nice thing about going through an out-of-state source is they don't have any skin in the game,
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if NPD's particularly pro-life. They may think, we'll just delay this a few days, or, or something.
uh-huh.
I don't know. But North Carolina, they're not going to care.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, this guy is pro-life. He does this for a lot of pro-life.
Yeah.
So
Right.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to come down to, I guess I'll create the postcards, and I'll have a spreadsheet that says 5,000 of this one, 8,200 of this one. Da, 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 da. Although I can't do that. So that's where we're going to need Pastor Doug, maybe, because all. Oh, hello. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can look at what North Carolina sent us and know and figure out it's 8,000 of this one and 5,280 of this one and 10,500 of this one and
Yeah, I mean, see, Andy used to be able to give us that.
yeah.
So we
I'm sure.
we knew how many each district was
Right.
going to take, and yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm sure that's all that's all embedded in that giant spreadsheet that she sent us. But I don't know how to extract it. Okay, so I'll start on this. See, today's oh, stop. I got this thing and I don't know if I like it. It tells me things. All I wanted to know was what time it was. Actually, today's Wednesday. Yeah. I may not get the postcards before we leave for New York, but that's probably okay.
Oh yeah, we have lots of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got all of October.
Yeah, and I mean, anything can happen between that. You know, something.
Yeah.
Somebody could die and drop
Right.
out, and we have to endorse somebody else.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so if I don't get these done before I leave for
But
New York,
those would
it's
be
okay.
easy changes.
Right, it
if
would
we
just be
already
go
have
into
them.
the Word document, swap out a
Mhm.
name.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so I'll get started on the postcards. I may not finish them, and then. Okay, thanks for listening to me, Craig. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is absolutely.
Sherry, are you still here? What time is it? I haven't even.
It's 2:27 according to
Oh,
this
okay.
watch that does all kinds of work. A watch is supposed to tell me what time it is. My phone is supposed to make phone calls.
Well, Rita Reddick is delighted. She said she loved the Rose Dinner. And the girl that sang at the Rose Dinner, yeah, she said she loved it. I started out by saying, thank you so much for having, been a part of our Rose Dinner and being there. I hope you enjoyed your summer. So just a little bit of chit chat. But she said, oh, I enjoyed myself so much at the Rose Dinner. And she said, I would love to do this. She said, however, I'm singing in somebody's wedding the day before. Right. So yeah, I heard the thing now. She said, so let me try to work out the logistics if I can. But she said, can you give me a few days? And I said, sure.
Okay. Makes you sort of wonder what they did again.
I did. And we did. We got like 4 things, which for our Tuesdays. Yeah. But it's not worth it now.
Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, so okay, so that's your so it's something you apply in the sandbox. So it's for your own personal perspective. I better put it back, so I'm afraid to just, as long as I can find it, yeah, I'll
Yeah, it was in the
okay. No, but that's because I'm wrestling the cabinet. No, no.
should be the uppermost.
Oh, I was right close to begin.
I mean, whoops, 2022. It's kind of far back. Here's 2020. Maybe it was 2020. Primary kind of family cases 2022. And so,
I got the InDesign files. I can always just put an InDesign file
that's true.
if I want. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so. Okay. Oh, thank you.